Lovely to see you, Bruno. Thanks so much indeed. And it's wonderful that you've embraced the award so much, and it means the world to us that you have. But what does the award mean to you when you consider that so much of our industry has kind of voted for you and recognised for what you've done on the pitch this season?
No, obviously it's always nice to see that a lot of people voted for me. Obviously, I've known this is a massive award in the UK, and obviously for me it's very special to do it. I know that the club didn't have one, I think, since 2010 was Wayne Rooney the last one, so it makes it even more special for me. Obviously, we know it's voted from people that follow the football all around the UK, that work on the background of the players, let's say, and obviously it makes it very special.
Do you feel that admiration from the press box? So many people have kind of written about you, have spoken about you, having a wonderful season.
Oh, of course, you like to see good things out there about you. You don't like it as much when it's not as good, but it's part of the job. But obviously, when this kind of moments come, it's very grateful for me to have the opportunity to be here with you today in behalf of all the ones that voted for me, and also the ones that didn't vote for me and had other choices. Obviously, everyone has different opinions and different tastes, let's say. But I'm very happy and very honoured that I'm the winner of this award.
You're an amazing, esteemed company from United for previous winners of this. You know, looking at Wayne Rooney, as you mentioned, George Best, Ronaldo, Bobby Charlton, Eric Cantona, Keane, Sheringham, joining that sort of profile of player, historic, iconic players. What does that mean to you from a United perspective?
No, obviously it means a lot. Obviously, I've always said that I rather the collective awards than the individual ones. But as a player, you always like to have this type of occasions to also show that you're doing things right. And obviously, I want to achieve also everything they achieved as a players in terms of winning with the club. But obviously, being in the company in this award it's massively important for me. I won't hide from that. Obviously, we know, as I said before, it's a collective job what we do. But obviously, when individually you get recognized by what you've done during the season is very special.
Do you feel loved at United? It feels there's so much affection there from you, from the club internally, from the fans, from the absolute heart of Old Trafford. You must feel that.
No, obviously you feel, like it's very tough when you are very long in a club. Sometimes it becomes a point where people want to see new faces, new players coming in and trying to win and replicate things that were done in the past by other players. But I really feel the love and the support from the fans every time I step out on Old Trafford. I really feel that they believe in me as one of their own to try and replicate that they have seen so many times coming into Old Trafford. And obviously for me, it's just trying to do the best as I can to make them proud, but at the same time making the club be as successful as possible.
This season has been so much about assists for you. How much would it mean to break that record?
No, I said it before. It's a very special record because it's owned, let's say, by Thierry and Kevin, that they were standout players in the Premier League for many years, and obviously will be great to do it. But I don't want to focus so much on that. Obviously, individually will be very good. We achieved what we had to achieve for this season, what was possible for us. That was getting the places in the Champions League and be back in the European competitions for us, and do it in the Champions League is even better for us. And obviously, part of my game is creating chances, is giving the ball to my teammates, trying to make them score goals. But if I have the chance to score my own ones, I will be more than happy to take them. But obviously, that record will be an amazing achievement, but not something that I want to really focus on.
Indulge me then, if you will, on sort of in choosing your favourite assist. I've one in mind that stands out to me because of the importance of the game in the Manchester derby, when you lead that counter-attack and then basically you're through the middle, you've got Bruyne, to your left, and that stands out a mile to me, because it's almost a goal, because you put it in with such precision and pace. Is that your favourite? What's your favourite? Is there one?
No, obviously from this season, I think I had a lot of them that I like, and I know people talk a lot about the set pieces ones and everything, but many of them come from the set pieces, because when you see Casemiro scoring a goal or a header, he tells me exactly where he wants me to put the ball, and sometimes it's more difficult than doing that run that I did of 40, 50 meters with the ball and thinking about moving the centre back, trying to make him going on the wrong side and giving more space to Bruyne. Sometimes it's more difficult because you need to put the ball exactly in the place he wants. Obviously, then he has to have the quality to head it in the same way as Bruyne had to have the quality to put that ball into. But I think for the importance of the game and for the turnaround of changing managers, difficult 2 weeks. We had 2 games before that were not in our way. We draw at Burnley away when we were winning. Then we got knocked out of the FA Cup, and then you have to play City at home. That we all know that big rivals for us, and was such an important game and such an important moment for us to turn around and do different things this season.
Michael Carrick, you just mentioned about the manager. I mean, what an impact he's had. It must be a joy to play under him.
No, obviously, as I said many times, I've worked under him before, obviously as an assistant manager, and then I had the opportunity to be with him for 3 games. And I've always said that I think Michael has a great character to become a top manager. The qualities, everyone could see it as a player. And when as a player you can think and see the game in the way he was doing it, you can do it from the bench too. Obviously, it's a different thing, but I think when you have that calmness on the pitch, that smartness and the way he was playing and everything, you could see that could be a potential manager. And then he's showing that. I think he did very well at Middlesbrough. It didn't work out in this season for him, maybe luckily, because then he got available for the club and he had the chance to come back to the club and he did an amazing job with us till the end of this season. And then it's going to be on the club to make a decision whether they keep the faith on him or they go on another way.
I mean, one of the key aspects, I guess, that United fans I always think appreciate you is you wear your heart on your sleeve, don't you? You're very, it's very obvious that you really care about the club. You really care about the fan base. I mean, in difficult times, you're the one that steps forward. You clearly take that leadership and that captaincy very seriously.
Yeah, I'm very bad at hiding my emotions, so I really show what I feel, and I'm not afraid of it. Obviously, some people will take it in a way, some others in other way, positive, negatively, or whatever. But I think I can't change the way I am, and like it's raised on me. Like it's not that I can from one day to the other just become a different person. You can adapt yourself, you can improve, you can learn. And I'm doing that every day, and obviously you can become a better player, a better person, a better captain, a better teammate, and I will always try that until the end of my career.
Yeah, sure. How much would it mean to win another major trophy with this football club? You're in a great moment. You're back into the Champions League next season. This club, it feels, is on the up, but is winning a trophy the ultimate prize for you?
Yeah, will always be the prize for me. That's my goal is always going to be. I've never hid from that. As I said before, I'm not very good at hiding things. So I speak out whatever I feel and whatever I want to achieve. And what I want to achieve is winning the league and winning the Champions League. I never hide from that. As the same way I wanted to win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, and we did it. And unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to bring the Europa League home. But I won't hide if in any moment or any time we as a club are back, or me playing the Europa League, my aim will be to get that trophy. And now, obviously, going into next season, we all know the aim of this club has to be always winning. And I think in the first place, when a player chooses to come to Man United, it's not because they're just going to wear the shirt. Obviously, that's a big feeling, and it's a big thing to walk out on Old Trafford. And that was the dream I had. But I had that dream because I knew the club could win things and could be close to win the Premier League and the Champions League. That's why I came to this club.
Is that are those 2 trophies within the grasp of this football club, of this squad, in the near future?
For me, have to be. You start the season with 0 points as everyone, and in the Champions League you start with 0 points, then you have to go to the knockout stages, and it's always a 50-50. In depending of who you're playing against, I think the chances are always there for both teams. You just have to take your chances.
Incredibly exciting summer ahead for you with Portugal as well. I mean, what does that mean for you? You've got a hell of a midfield, by the way. I mean, you must feel as if, wow, you've had an amazing season with your club. You're obviously embracing this award. You know, what you've done is obvious, but then you must have a great deal of belief within this squad and what you can do this summer.
No, of course, obviously. I think the dream is there, you know. Portugal has never done it. And I think we are in a stage of this group of players have played already a World Cup before together. Many of us were already in Qatar together, where we couldn't get the trophy. But our aim will always be to try to go as far as possible to win that trophy. And I think, as I said, like, we have such a beautiful squad, such good players that been doing very well in their clubs. It's just for us now, whenever the season finished, to start focus on that and bringing the best out of each other, to then in a short period of time, that's going to be a little bit more than a month, trying to get home only on the 20th.
Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Lovely to speak to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.